Well, hello there, folks. I'm Nashville guitarist and shrapnel recording artist Johnny Hiland, and you can reach me at info@johnnyhiland.net, and I want to thank you for tuning into the Guitar Radio Show.
Holy cow, we've got Johnny Hiland on the show today. I am so honored. Love this guy's playing. Episode 25 of the Guitar Radio Show. You're plugged in. Let's go. Well, hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to episode 25 of the Guitar Radio Show. The show dedicated to all things guitar, dedicated to the guitar player, guitar builder, gear maker, and purveyors of such items that you don't know about, but you know what? You should. Today, you definitely should know who this gentleman is. We've got Johnny Hiland on the show. Super excited. He's here to talk to us about all things guitar and about something special that he's got going on with the True Fire people. And I'll let him talk to you about that in just a little bit. Hey, you can check us out at guitarradioshow.com. Yes, that's right. Go to guitarradioshow.com. Brand new website. Super excited about this site. It's fun to play with. It's fun to hang out at. It's great. I'm digging it. I'm not a website person. I don't know how to build them. Thankfully, somebody helped me out with that, and they did a great job, and it's going to get better all the time. Go to guitarradioshow.com, sign up for emails at guitarradioshow.com. You can also email us at guitarradioshow@gmail.com and become eligible for all sorts of giveaways that we've got coming up. Super duper giveaways, CDs, gear, you name it, we've got it. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Folks, we're giving away guitars. Okay? I'm just saying. Check it out. Hey, please like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Vine, and we'll follow you back, and not in the creepy way. You can hear the show, like I said, on guitarradioshow.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and SoundCloud. And when you do, please rate and review the show, as it helps us in the rankings so we can turn more people onto what we're doing and keep on doing this thing that we do. So, having a player like Johnny Hiland on the show, you got to say to yourself, wow, I gotta turn people onto a lot of cool guitar players today. And that's what we're going to do. Here's Adrian Galish. He'll be on the show very soon. Amazing guitar player. Echoes of Spain, Adrian Galish. Guitar Radio Show. from the album Tone Poet. That's Adrian Galish. He'll be on the show very, very soon. We had an in-depth conversation about music, being a musician in today's world, and dealing with today's technology and what that means for business in music. Hey, let's get started. Like I said, I'm so honored to have Johnny Hiland on the show. Been a fan ever since his first album when he was with Favored Nations. Now he's with Shrapnel Records. Here's a tune. Well, I'll let the music do the talking. Johnny Hiland, and then we'll get into our episode. Guitar Radio Show. It is a distinct honor to have Mr. Johnny Hiland on Guitar Radio Show. Johnny, how are you today?
I am doing just great, Mark. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for being on the show. Big fan, and always loved your playing, man.
Well, thank you so much, man. It's such an honor to be on with you.
Well, I appreciate that. We're here. We're going to talk about all sorts of things today. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about what you got going on with the True Fire people and all your Class A fantastic endorsements of all the great gear that you've got. Folks, you can go to johnnyhiland.net to check out. And I got to say, the person that developed your website did a great job, because that is there's so much to do there. It's not one of those websites, just click on a couple of things. I could spend a good hour or more there at that website, especially the gear page alone.
Well, that excites me, Mark, because I have a dear friend of mine here in Nashville named Chris McLaughlin, and he was actually the web designer. And I had told Chris, I said, man, from the old website that I used to have to now, I said, I would love to have something very fun and interactive and that kind of represents me, when someone's just clicking around the internet and they want to find out more about me, they can have some fun on the page. So I'm really glad that that's happening for you.
Oh, for sure.
And all the other fans out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I highly recommend it, folks. johnnyhiland.net. If you like good guitar playing and you want to have a good web experience, that's where to go for sure. You've got some interesting things in coming up right now. You're working with the True Fire people over at truefire.com, and you've got a new lesson system coming out called 10-Gallon Guitar. Tell us about that.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I've been a fan of True Fire for a number of years, and Brad Wankos and I have been very good friends, and we had been talking about me doing a True Fire video for many, many years, and it just never seemed to come into fruition until this past year. And I finally told Brad, I said, man, I'm so ready to just get something out there for folks. You know, it had been, almost 10 years since my Hiland videos had come out.
Yeah.
And I said, Brad, I think people are chomping at the bit, man. I'd love to get something out. So come December of 2013, Kimmy and I ventured on down to Florida, where True Fire is located, and spent, 3 days down there, and spent 2 days actually filming. And we had truly a fantastic time. It was great to have time with my wife, which Kimmy and I actually, on the day the video comes out, April 2nd, is Kimmy and I will be celebrating 9 years of marriage. So,
oh, that's fantastic.
But she got to go down and do, to be a part of that with me, and it was such a joy to have her there. And I do have the most supportive and loving wife in the world, so I'm blessed by that. And, of course, to go to Florida in the middle of December was beautiful as well. So, but, it was an amazing experience. I know when a lot of people have gone and checked out some of the True Fire videos that are on YouTube where you can see a piece here and there. And, of course, I had shot the Hollis videos with Arlen back in the early 2000s, and when you sit in a room, with 2 or 3 cameras around you, it's kind of mesmerizing, and it makes you a little nervous. But the True Fire thing, man, was insane because their studio is basically when you sit down in the guitar chair and you start to teach, man, it's like you're in the capsule of a spaceship, man, because there's a huge white background around you. Yeah. And you're basically sitting in amongst this great big put together contraption that basically holds the light in around you,
Right.
And they do everything they can to make sure that you're getting the most optimum learning experience. The lighting has to be right, the way the cameras capture the techniques that are being taught and stuff. True Fire spends a lot of attention to detail, and I'm very, very honored to be working with them on that stuff, because it's, you want to work with the best, man, and True Fire definitely is all of that. But
yeah, I mean,
to the actual learning stuff, though, man, I went ballistic, man. I wanted to show virtually everything that I can do, and of course, talk about multi-genres, from chicken picking into heavy metal and Western swing elements into jazz, and man, I had so much fun. So I'm hoping that all the fans out there will go pick up a copy of 10-Gallon Guitar, because I guarantee you're going to have a good time if nothing else. I promise you that.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a video up there on truefire.com, and it's also on johnnyhiland.net, where you can kind of get a little preview of what's in store. And I got to tell you, for the price, it is jam-packed with information and 3 different angles to look at, and there's tablature and notation, and it's really, I mean, so much bang for the buck.
Honestly, Mark, it is the most fun I've had teaching, I think, my entire life. And I admit, the first day we filmed, man, I went in there to True Fire. We were there by 9 a.m. in the morning, and we didn't leave until literally probably 7:30, 8 o'clock at night on the first day of filming.
Wow.
And I didn't realize how drained I was just from the first day, because that's when really the main teaching was done, But I really didn't realize how tired I was until I actually hit back after dinner and went back to the hotel. But I truly was having so much fun that they didn't want me to stop, and I didn't want. I was just truly loving it and having a blast, and I just didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep going.
Yeah. Go ahead.
well, I think when you see 10-gallon guitar, I think you're going to pick up on, first and foremost, the fun factor that was involved, because it was truly there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree. And it looks, and what you're playing, that some of the demos that you're playing, you look at it and you go, I can't possibly do that. But you slow it down, you break it down, you break it into pieces so people can digest it and assimilate it into their own way of thinking, and through hard practice they can get it.
Well, and Mark, the funny thing is, man, I have Camp Hiland Studios here at my home in Nashville, and my engineer, Mr. J. Buchanan, and I, when it came time to do the tracks, man, I actually played all the instruments on the tracks myself as well.
Oh, wow.
So I had a complete ball, man. I mean, from start to finish with this True Fire thing, I created all the band tracks myself. I laid out the lesson plan. But I must admit, True Fire has a different way of laying out their program, so to speak. Mm-hmm. So it was a little bit of a learning curve for me as far as how they laid out their actual lessons. Mm-hmm. But I must admit, man, they made me feel so comfortable and so welcomed and just so relaxed, man. I had a blast. I really, truly did.
That's great. And this comes out April 2nd for those of you. You can actually pre-order it now, but it comes out April 2nd.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, April 2nd.
That's fantastic. You've been around a while now. Really, I mean, first time I heard you was on your first disc when you were with that Steve Vai label. Was it Favored Nations, I believe it was called?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I know your influences are people like Albert Lee and Danny Gatton and folks like that.
Right.
Who Danny Gatton, I mean, what can you say? I mean, the most profound chicken picker, rockabilly, I mean, guy fused it all together. And you seem to be one of those guys too. You fuse so many different types of styles and sounds together. It's still, you hear it and you go, oh, that's Johnny. You can tell that's you. But how did that happen for you as far as all those different influences getting in there?
Man, I actually kind of explained a little bit of that in 10-gallon guitar. I think, being blind growing up, legally blind, I have an eye disease called nystagmus, and of course I grew up in a really small town up in northeastern Maine called Woodland, Maine. And to be honest with you, man, guitar really became my best friend. Mm-hmm. And I think I took guitar. I think the guitar, when you try to make the guitar one with yourself, I think I emotionally attached myself to the instrument to where, my emotions played out in the instrument. And I think that's why I became such a diverse guitar player, was because, it was really based on my emotions. And I know when I was younger, man, like when you're a 16-year-old kid and you get told you can never drive a car. Mm-hmm. Well, for most kids that would devastate them. To me, I went out in my dad's woodshed and cranked up, Metallica and Justice for All and jammed on it for like 5 hours until my ears bled. Excuse me, but people would say, well, gosh, man, you love Albert Lee and Ricky Skaggs and Chet Atkins. Why would you go out and jam to a Metallica record? Well, because that's how I was feeling. Uh-huh. And I found that that's what I loved about different genres of music, was that, you could emotionally pour yourself out. And, I still love to listen to, like one of my new favorite bands is Adrenaline Mob with, Mike Portnoy on drums, I just, and of course I love Mike Orlando's guitar playing, and I'm still a massive Dream Theater fan, and I love, I love all that heavy guitar stuff as well. I'm still into Vai and Satriani and Yngwie, and so, there's different types of music for different emotion.
Yeah.
And I think every guitar player has that in a different sort of way. Mm-hmm. So really, that's how I relate all these different styles that I play today. And I still will tell people I emotionally play even this, to this day. When people go to a Johnny Hiland show and they hear more of a rock show, then they go, man, that guy must be really ticked off, you know. But it's really not that, because I find there's a happiness in heavy guitar as well, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. When I saw you at the
all about emotion.
It is. You're right, and it's like a you know, I like to say that music is like a buffet table. You know.
Oh, it is very much so.
Yeah, I mean when I saw you play at the Dallas Guitar Show last year, you guys got up and jammed at on the last night, and on Saturday night I think it was, and you guys were just ripping it up, and you were going through different styles. You were doing blues, you were doing some harder edge stuff, you were chicken picking, you were doing it all. You guys were just killing it.
Well, I think it's amazing when I love to try to reach every single fan that's in the audience, and I love to try to reach even people who aren't familiar with me, you know, and they say, man, look at this big guy up there with a cowboy hat, you know, playing country guitar. That's kind of silly. So after the country song goes by, then they get fed some form of rock tune, and they go, "Hey, that wasn't half bad. That made me want to, you know, jump up and scream." That's really what I try to do, man. Is hit everybody in the audience to put a smile on their face, man, and make them, make them forget about the problems they may have faced that day or anything, just to kind of break the tension, if you will, and allow people to have fun and hear guitar.
Yeah. And folks, for those of you who don't know, Johnny, of course, he plays this amazing guitar. Everybody who hears him and sees him knows. But you also play banjo, fiddle, and mandolin.
Oh, I play 22 instruments actually.
Oh my God.
I play a lot. I play drums and everything that you hear on the True Fire thing I did, drums, bass, keyboards, rhythm guitars, mandolin, banjo, fiddle. I'm not really a good steel guitar player, but I love to play dobro. So I love the fact that I really truly believe that God has gifted me with music in general. I feel like, having, the loss of eyesight, he's gifted me with the joy and the wonderful gift of music. So to me, it's rather, people would say, well, you don't do many live shows. No, but you can see me, you can hear me on a Toby Keith record or a, Trick Tony record or, So I've had a wonderful second career. I've had a wonderful live career as a solo guitarist. I've had a great destruction career, thanks to True Fire and Ireland with Hot Licks. And, then of course I've taught around all the major universities and done stuff. I had Mr. Mac Wilson managed me back when I first started my career, and he was amazing about getting me out to the local universities to help build a fan base, So I'm very grateful for every single thing that's happened in my career, man, and I'm just daring to dream for the future, just having a blast doing that.
Absolutely. And you're planning on getting back into the studio this year?
Yeah, man, I've got a couple of different things on the horizons, man. I recently, back in 2011, signed on with Mr. Mike Varney in Shrapnel Records, and I truly am a huge fan of Mike, but really honored to be a part of Shrapnel Records. And of course, the first album I did with Mike, All Fired Up, come out in July of 2011.
Great disc.
And I really enjoyed that record so much, man. We've been watching it sell. And we haven't really done another one yet, but I've been writing intensely for another guitar album this year. But I've also been really wanting to release an actual country vocal record.
Wow.
So, that will still be pretty guitar driven, I must say. But it would be a chance for me to do a record that was, that stems off of my love for, Ricky Skaggs, Steve Wariner, Vince Gill, Brad Paisley, guys like that who sing and play, and still keep shaking, picking guitar alive,
For sure. And, I've seeing you live, I've heard you sing a bit, and you're good.
Well, I have a lot of fun with it, man. I'll tell you that. I may may not be a Ricky Skaggs, that's for sure, but I sure do love to entertain, and I guess singing is a strong part of that in the show now. So
Yeah.
So it's fun for me to do that, and of course I love to write, country music, and of course on All Fired Up we actually put 2 vocal tracks that were bonus tracks, where we did a song called Breaker Breaker 19 for all the truckers out there,
Mm-hmm.
and of course I really just I love to reach out to everybody that that may not know of. Well, how can a guitarist relate to a truck driver?
Yeah.
Well, with Breaker Breaker 19, I was able to do that, and that was a really strong thing for me, man. And I guess way back when my career started, Mark, I got kind of termed the working class guitar hero, which I thought was pretty funny, But in essence, my dad was a pipe fitter for Georgia Pacific Paper Mill when I was growing up, and I've always been a part of a hardworking family, and so to have that title back when I first started my career was really an honor, and I still like to try to live up to that, even to this day.
Absolutely. You're working with your hands.
That's it, buddy. You know it.
For sure. So you've got some live dates coming up in April.
Yeah, man. I've been teamed up with a very, very dear friend of mine, Mr. Tim McDonald, here in Nashville. And when we're not out doing band dates, man, we do duo shows together. And we found that when the economy got bad, we musicians had to figure out, ways to get around losing a lot of band dates, clubs being scared to invest in money to bring a full band out. So Tim and I started doing duo shows together with just guitar and piano and our vocal ability. Mm-hmm. And we've been having a blast doing that, and Tim is an exceptional pianist, and like myself, on piano, he plays jazz and country and blues and whatever you want to hear, and so teamed up, man, he and I have a blast together. We've been doing a lot of shows together, and of course I use him in my band whenever I can, and of course I go out and help him when I can as well, so just a wonderful guy. So we've been doing a lot of local dates this year here in town, and I've actually been in the search for a new booking agent. So if anyone out there is listening that's in the booking realm, give me a call.
Yeah. JohnnyHiland.net. You can get him. You can find him there at the contact section. So, yeah. So, that obviously, I mean, going out and do those intimate things and just you and a pianist, that must be starting to really influence your songwriting, I would imagine.
I would say that it is, but there's also a part of me, Mark, that is, I'm still that eager beaver, man. I want to jump out there with my bass player, drummer, and, Tim on keys and just really rip it up. So I think part of me is missing more of the band interaction that I used to have. So I'm missing that. So I think I'm writing more intense songs because of what I'm lacking in. Even though Tim and I are very fulfilling together, and we really enjoy each other's musicianship, there's still something to be out there with a drummer, man, just smacking it down behind you, and it's something that I truly miss and want more of. So I think as far as my writing's concerned, it's way more intense than what it used to be.
Cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing what's going to come next, because that sounds great. So, here at Guitar Radio Show, we're gear junkies, and going to your page, your gear page, JohnnyHiland.net, was fantastic because you get so much information, and you are involved with so many fantastic companies. I mean, Ernie Ball, Music Man Guitars, just the beginning of it all, and we dig deeper and deeper and deeper. Just before we went on the air, you had given me the information that there on your page is a thing about Road Dog amps, and I was really excited about it when I watched the video, and you had just given me some bad news. Why don't you tell the folks about that?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. The gear thing with me has been a true blessing in my life. I've got so many wonderful endorsers out there who've taken care of me over the years. And of course, there's so many. You could take up the whole show just me talking about my endorsers. I will say this: Music Man Guitars, folks. Everyone's seen me out on the road doing clinics for Paul Reed Smith or for Fender or in the past, and you always hear the endorser that you're working for. You always, well, that's the best thing in the world, But I can truly tell you, Ernie Ball Music Man guitars are the most comfortable guitar I've ever played my whole life. I wished I had I can assure you, man, if I probably had the chance to get into a Music Man when I started guitar, I probably would have never left. I probably would have played them my entire life. I'm truly blessed to be with Music Man. I truly love Sterling and the whole Music Man family. Derek and everyone out there are truly the most amazing people and have always taken great care of me. And of course, I must tell you guys for all you gearheads out there, I have some new Johnny Hiland pickups coming out with an awesome company up in Pennsylvania. And the company's called Electric City Pickups. Mr. Billy Magella has worked with me to design essentially 4 new sets of pickups that cover Strats, Silhouettes, Telecasters, whether you have a Nashville-style Tele or a stock Tele, and, of course, humbuckers. And I've actually named all these in relationship to guns, because these pickups, folks, will spank you hard. So the pickups that are in my Music Man right now are called Johnny Hiland 6-shooter singles. And for all you Strat players, you need to hear about them too, because they are awesome. They truly are amazing, and I'll tell you why. What we've done is we've taken the bridge pickup from like a 1949 Broadcaster, and we've designed a Strat-style set that are Strat. They have the Strat contour, the Strat, the slenderness of a Strat pickup. But yet the bridge pickup is based off a Telecaster pickup or an old Broadcaster pickup. So for all you Strat players who thought your Strat was a little too thin in the bridge, you need to try some Johnny Hiland 6-shooter singles. Now the Telecaster set, those are called the 12-gauge Tele set, and those are actually pretty amazing pickups in their own right. Essentially, if you have a Nashville Telecaster, you basically get a 6-shooter single for the center. And then, of course, my humbuckers are called the double barrel buckers. So as you can hear, all 3 of them are related to guns, and trust me, they will spank y'all pretty good, and they're awesome. So go to electricitypickups.com, tell Billy that Johnny Hiland sent you, and he'll take good care of you, I promise you.
That's great.
Now, the other thing I got to report to you guys is I have had my mind blown recently, within this past year, from learning about wiring harnesses in guitars. Now, folks, there's a company called Martin 6-String Customs, MSSC, out of Pennsylvania again, that has created 2 new Johnny Hiland signature wiring harnesses for guitars. We have a Strat style one, and of course a Master Volume, Master Tone like my Silhouette. And I'll tell you what, guys, as a guitar player, I have never given any thought to the fact that a wiring harness could make the biggest difference in how optimized my tone really becomes. And I'll tell you, Martin 6-String Customs, guys, they build the best harnesses in the world. Go to YouTube. You can pull up some of the videos I've done on YouTube, or you can go to martin6stringcustoms.com, or their other website is msscguitar.com, and check out all of the wiring harnesses. But just take my word for it. I guarantee you'll come on to info@johnnyhiland.net and thank me, because I guarantee you guys it will change your life. It'll change it'll change the responsiveness of your guitar, how much fun you have when you play your guitar, and how addicted you'll be to your guitar, because you'll want to go back to it and just keep playing over and over again. So the wiring harnesses have made a big difference with me, guys, and I just want you to know about that as well. It's incredible.
That's great. I mean, and we're always chasing tone,
The bad news.
Yeah, the bad news. Go ahead.
I had a wonderful guy by the name of Craig Wildenrod design me a beautiful new Johnny Hiland signature amp called the Road Dog. And his company was called CEC Amplification. And the Road Dog, you can actually see videos of me playing on my website. And I was so proud of the amp. But unfortunately, folks, Craig has announced on Facebook that he has shut the doors to the company. And, of course, I guess we all know, that hard times don't seem to escape us all, And I truly believe that Craig Wildenrod is one of the best amp designers I've ever heard in my lifetime. He built me an amp that is truly awesome. And I'm just sorry that you guys won't be able to get into one. But I will tell you on a lighter note, I'm actually have just been recently turned on to a new amp that's just come out, and I won't quite let you in on it fully, but it looks like there might be some kind of movement coming up real soon with me and another amp company. And I've teamed up with my buddy Cliff Coltrari to make this happen, so I'm really excited. Check out DestroyAllGuitars.com. You'll see me on there before too long, I'm sure, supporting a new amp.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, you know what? I'm on your show, Mark. I'll let people in on it. I'm actually going to be checking out real soon the new Reeves Space Cowboy.
Ooh.
By Reeves Amplification. They've done a new amp that Cliff called me about and said, Johnny, you would be mind blown over this amp, bud. So I'm going to be checking it out real soon, and I'm really excited about it. And I just can't. As a matter of fact, I'll report to you, Mark, when I make the plunge, buddy. But that's really what's fixing to happen here in the near future.
Well, that's great. That's great. Thank you for the scoop on that. That's great company too.
You got the scoop. You're getting the scoop right here first.
That's right. I love it.
Yeah.
So what are you using as far as strings nowadays?
Oh man, I've been an Elixir string boy for about 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've been using Elixir 9-42s, and I love the Nanos and the Polywebs. I love both of them.
And you're a 9-gauge guy, huh?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Same here.
I'll tell you what, guys. I have a huge acid content in my hands, and I truly can tell you, Elixir strings will last you. And I don't know if you've never tried Elixir strings, you need to, because they're amazing. The tone is great. The feel is great.
Yeah.
They last a long time.
That's great.
Yeah.
Hey, I know this is a tough question for anybody in your position, but I'm going to ask it anyway. I know your songs are like children, and it's hard to pick one. But if you were to pick one song that you want to be remembered by, what do you think it'd be?
Wow, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I know that's a tough one, but because you got a lot of good ones.
The song I wrote called "Until We Meet Again."
Until we meet again.
That was a song that was actually off my Loud and Proud album. Well, actually, no, I take that back. It was on my first one, I believe, on the Johnny Hiland self-titled. Yes, it was. It was on the very first album.
Okay.
And you know what? It's so funny because the song has taken on a new life live.
Mm-hmm.
When I actually cut the song at the Mothership Studios back in 2004, I think I was still trying to find myself as far as what I wanted tonally. To reach out to people. Was I going to be the country boy, or was I going to dare to step out and rock out a little bit,
Right.
So now the song live takes on a monstrous change, if you will, from the original version on the record.
Mm-hmm.
But that song really, I think, if you listen to it, it has simplicity, it has movement. But yet, everyone that hears that song always, I always come back with people saying, that song just makes me happy. And you know what? At the end of the day, man, that's what it's all about. It's just trying to keep a smile on people's faces, and just, music is supposed to be a beautiful thing that allows you to escape your problems and take you to a happier place,
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what I want to leave.
No, I hear you. That's great. That's great. That's the stamp of approval for sure.
I know I kind of sound like Guy Smiley when I say stuff like that, but life is just life, you know. I mean, we all face hard times, and we all face great times, you know. But I think music is wonderful because you can always play great music even when you're having hard times, and it always does make you smile, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
Yeah, I agree. And thank you for giving us all that great music.
Oh, that's my pleasure, bud. My pleasure.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, Johnny, thanks for being on Guitar Radio Show, man.
Man, thanks for having me, Mark. And, you know, like I said, I'm giving you guys the first scoop in a long time. So you've heard it right here, folks, on Guitar Radio from me firsthand.
That's exciting.
Mark, what a pleasure, buddy. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much. And don't hang up. We're going to sign off here, but don't hang up because I want you to do an ID for the show.
Excellent.
All right. We're signing off. Take care, folks. And, folks, go johnnyhiland.net and check out Johnny Hiland's 10-gallon guitar new learning program, lesson program that he's going to have on truefire.com. And you'll also be able to link to it through johnnyhiland.net, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, folks, check it out. Johnny, thanks again, and here's until we meet again on Guitar Radio Show. Well, there you have it. Johnny Hiland on the Guitar Radio Show. Until we meet again, thank you so much, Johnny, for being on the show. You're a true gentleman, and I really enjoyed the conversation. And kindred spirits. That's all I could say. Hey, we're gonna move on here. We got some other music that I want to play and turn you on to. This is a cat from Cape May, New Jersey. His name is Gino White. Check it out. Gino White. The track is called Sneeze Thief. Check him out. He'll be coming up on an episode soon. We had a great chat about Strats and about jazz fusion. Killer stuff. Hey, from Tokyo, Japan, I bring you a man by the name of Sparky Quano, and amazing guitar player. He, I like to say music is his palette and his guitar is his brush. and it's fascinating stuff that he does. This is an acoustic number of his, but he does some really interesting electrical stuff also. It's just off the wall stuff. But this is a wonderful acoustic tune called Jenga. Sparky Quano on Guitar Radio Show. Sparky Quano from Tokyo, and the track is called Jenga. Sparky and I have been chatting via Skype and Facebook, and we are planning a Skype interview for future episode of Guitar Radio Show. In the meantime, we got to get out of here. Hope you all having a good time at the Dallas Guitar Show. I know I am right now. For those of you who are listening. Hey, check us out, guitarradioshow.com. That's right, finally, deliverance. The website is here. The fucking thing is done. It's here. Okay, guitarradioshow.com. Hey, sign up for email alerts. We're going to be giving away a whole bunch of stuff. It's amazing how generous people are, and they want to give, and we want to give back to you. Check us out, guitarradioshow@gmail.com. You can sign up there as well. Please like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Vine, all that stuff. And when you check us out on iTunes and Stitcher, please write a review and let the world know what you think of the show. We appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Everybody say, fuck you, Ed. Fuck you, Ed. I like this crowd already.
GRS Productions.